Now at 8:16, time to check in on the latest buzz in the entertainment world.
Liz and Mike from 105.1 The Buzz joining us live right now. Good morning, guys.
Morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, well, if I can figure out which camera I'm supposed to look
It's
at,
okay.
that's a me
Our
problem
prompters are
there.
going crazy now.
Well, speaking of problems there, it sounds like Aaron Rodgers, despite of all his success on the field, he's making a few headlines off of it.
Yeah, allegedly his engagement with Shailene Woodley is over.
Wow,
So those two
wow.
started dating in 2020. They got engaged in 2021. And it was one of those things where I don't think anybody knew they were dating. So their
Yeah.
engagement came from nowhere. And we're like, oh, okay. But then they were never really actually seen together. Not much happened. You know, she talked about how she didn't understand how football worked. And then fast forward to now, there is a source who is saying, you know, that they grew apart. There were just too many obstacles. And as adults, they decided to just split, but to still remain friends.
Who was he engaged to before? I feel like this is
Who wasn't he engaged to before, Travis?
I
That
was
is
like,
the
I feel
real
like I've
question.
heard this story before.
Has he had a few engagements?
There was another
He was
actress.
dating.
There was
wasn't he dating-
Olivia Munn
That's
was
what
the
it
first
Munn.
one.
Yes.
Then there was Danica Patrick.
Yes.
And now we're here with Shailene Woodley. This guy's got more failed engagements than he does Super Bowl rings. He has
Oh,
commitment
there it
issues.
is.
But
You know I had to throw that out
I was
there.
waiting for a ring joke.
I mean, it's not inaccurate.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. And generally speaking, I think he just has commitment issues. He can't even commit to the Green Bay Packers. He almost didn't commit this year. He's not committing for next year, and here we are again.
I have many
Mike
Packer
handles the
friend
sports
fans that would
assist
just
for
be
us,
so
yeah.
angry with you right now.
I know. I know.
That's okay. Your 40 block pound of cheese that you guys had the other day should make up for any English.
That is true. We'll send that off to Wisconsin.
We'll
Be like,
dole
it's
out-
okay. It's okay.
We'll dole out
Look,
some
we like
cheddar-
cheese here.
Cheddar condolences to our friends in Wisconsin. Yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I was kind of surprised. Well, there was the surprise factor of like, oh, wait, what? They're together? And then also, on top of that, just the fact that they seem like kind of different people.
Well, yeah.
I'm
One
not
of the
shocked.
rumors, yeah, that was like rumbling around on the internet, which obviously this is all hearsay and gossip, but that one of the big issues they had is that when he got accused of falsifying his vaccination record, she was silent. There was crickets, and we never heard anything about them together again. There was no posting about the other ones on Instagram or anywhere on social media, and so that might have been the decline.
Yeah.
Interesting. Well, he is a 4-time NFL MVP and now reigning MVP, so
And
I'm sure he'll be just
she's
fine.
a famous Hollywood actress, so
Yeah.
best wishes to both of them.
They have
Sure
big
they'll
bank
be
accounts
okay.
to hang their hats on.
Yeah, no, they're doing all right. Okay, so we were talking about this in the break. Chet Hanks. Travis is unfamiliar.
I didn't know there was a Chet. I know Colin Hanks.
Tom Hanks' son, right. So Colin Hanks has been a little bit more in the spotlight. He's done some TV. He's followed in his dad's acting footsteps. Chet is Chet, and he, I guess, has been discussing growing up as the child of a celebrity and kind of what that does.
Yeah, so his parents are Tom Hanks and Rita Wilson, and he has a YouTube video that came out a couple days ago that's now starting to go viral. And he talked about how hard it was growing up the kid of famous rich people, and that it was just very difficult. While he understands it was a blessing, it was a double-edged sword because it caused other people to be jealous of him and like basically assume that he hasn't really accomplished anything. He just has his parents' money. But that also is kind of true, though.
Right.
So that's causing the thing. But like, I don't know. I'm not trying to downplay anyone's journey. Like, it could have been very difficult. But to grow up with that level of money and to have Tom Hanks as a parent, like, I just feel like that's winning the lottery in life. Like, that is a win-win situation.
I mean, Tom Hanks is like America's dad. I mean, he's like the,
Yeah.
he's like the world's nicest guy. At least he seems like it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And apparently he said that his, you know, he didn't grow up with a strong male role model, which I guess that would be surprising to the rest of us because Tom Hanks is one of my role models.
Right.
Like,
Right.
to know that that's not there for his son.
I mean,
I think all of our faces speak for themselves right now.
I was
I was like, I'm not
I was like,
doing a
my
good job.
mom
Have
told
a
me
poker
not to
face.
say anything if I don't have anything nice to say.
My
So
first impression of Chet Hanks was when he randomly showed up on a red carpet with like a Jamaican accent that came from who knows where.
You know,
So-
and if growing up tough is because other people are jealous of you, and then you go and you rub it back in everybody that's jealous of you's faces, that it's just contradictory. And why doesn't he ever put a shirt on?
Right. Yeah, he's just, well, as I said earlier, Chet is Chet, so.
I have no comment on anything about this. I
I'm
just,
gonna-
You're just gonna let us.
I wish I
struggle.
was Travis in this context where I didn't know who Chet Hanks
No,
was.
gotcha.
Yeah, just, I don't know. Tom Hanks is your dad. Like, it can't be that bad.
Exactly. All right.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, you guys. We'll see you tomorrow. Happy Friday Eve.
Bye, friends.
Bye.
care.
And again, you can listen to Liz and Mike every weekday morning on 105.1 The Buzz.